Hey kids, it's Jamie. Welcome back. We miss you guys so much at the Clay Studio, but we are so happy that you can still be creative and make these fun clay projects at home. So today we are going to be making pinch pot unicorns. These are really fun, so let's get started. All right guys, let's go ahead and start with our unicorn pinch pot. First things first, we want to make sure that we have newspaper down on the table. We want to have our paintbrush and a little cup of water and your fork, okay? So this is what the unicorn looks like. It's a little pinch pot, okay? And you can refer back to our other videos on how to make a pinch pot. But this has some eyes, a little horn, a bow, some hair, okay? So your pinch pot doesn't have to look just like this. You can make it your own, but I'm going to show you how we can attach these things to it. So I have an eye on here and some hair, but I'm going to show you how else we can decorate this. So let's go ahead and get our clay. And let's start with an eye. So I'm going to take a little bit of clay and I'm going to make a ball. I'm going to press it out so it's like a circle. And I'm going to stick it here. Now we want to make sure that we scratch and put water, because if we just take our eye and stick it on, it's going to fall right off when it dries. Okay, so we have to make our clay glue. So let's go ahead and scratch really good. We're going to scratch our eye. Put just a little bit of water. And then we're going to press it on, okay? Next, we're gonna add the pupil inside. So it's just a little ball like this. Add those scratches. I like to use the tip of my fork to kind of add those. Remember, any scratches that are still showing, you can always take a wet finger and erase those lines. All right, and then we'll add this little inside. Use the back of my paintbrush, kind of poke that inside there. Next, let's add a little horn, because what's a unicorn without a horn? So I'll start with a ball. Starting with a ball is always really helpful, I think. And what you want to do is start pinching the top like this. All right, so that's looking like a horn. Next, I want to kind of add this little bit of a texture on there. Okay, that little curve. What you can do is twist it. See how it's kind of getting that twist on there? You just twist it like this, gently. Okay, now let's add this on. You want to stick it on really good. So kind of wiggle it. And then what we're going to do is blend it on too, because we don't want it to fall off. So I like to take my paintbrush and kind of blend the clay down. So now it's extra stuck, and you can take your finger to kind of smooth it out, make it look neater. Okay, so we got my horn. Next, let's give them some little eyelashes. I like to use the back of my fork and just kind of press it on. Okay, it kind of makes it cute. Next, let's go ahead and do the smile. So this is like a coil. It's like a snake. So take a little bit of clay and roll your hand back and forth. Well, this is kind of big for a smile, so I'm going to take some of it off. I'm going to make some messy scratches. Don't worry, we can always erase these, the ones that show. And we don't have to scratch this because it's so tiny. So let's just press it on really, really good. Now see these scratches that are showing? Dip your finger in the water and erase those lines. We want to kind of blend this on too, just so we know it's stuck really well. All the way around. Okay? It's looking like a happy unicorn. And then we can also, same with the mouth, this coil, we can add little coils for the hair. So why don't we add a little bow on here? I can show you how we can make that. So take a little bit of clay, roll your ball, and then kind of press it out. Sort of like what we did with the eye. So we have one side of our bow. Let's make the other. Press it out. And then we're gonna do the inside. So just a little ball. So it's kind of like, it's gonna be like this. Okay? So let's scratch it together. Scratch this side and this side. Whatever the clay is gonna touch must have scratches. We'll add water to all those scratches and then combine them together. Okay, so you could even add some little like polka dots to this if you wanted. Kind of give it a nice little design. Okay, so I think I want to put my bow over here, right behind the horn. Okay, so I'm gonna scratch it on. Add your water, and then really press it on well. Okay, cute little bow. You can blend it again. All right. Now we can add some little designs to it, like these. So I use the back of a marker cap for that. But you could also use like a straw or a Lego, a seashell. Let's see what the straw looks like. And kind of press it in. This is kind of fun. It's like a little bubble, like little bubbles or something. You could do a seashell, just kind of place it on. It adds a cool little design. Okay, so you definitely want to put your name on this. On the inside, just write your first name. You take the back of the paintbrush and just carve your name inside, okay? This is really important so we can get your project back to you. All right, then you guys paint your piece. You're gonna have your 4 paints, and you're gonna use the same water paintbrush for your paints. So just give it a nice little coat of paint, and you want to make sure that you return your piece back pretty wet to the studio, just in case we need to fix anything up. So paint on your piece pretty wet. Okay, you can just rinse your brush off, go back into another color, just like that. All right, we hope you guys have a great time making your projects, and we can't wait to see them. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.